What's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Friday, TGIF. If you guys are not familiar with Bitcoin Chris, then you guys better get familiar because I've been giving you guys that alpha. Thank God it's Friday, and how to front run, right? BlackRock. If you have not already, Bitcoin's going to hit 40 racks today. And, make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get your $10 free Bitcoin and stack away. Not only that, head over to bitcoin-fiatdad.com to get my pre-order, my new book that's coming out soon. So make sure you guys go do that. And last but not least, we have tons of services that we provide down in the bio. So the link is in the bio if you're interested in that. That means credit repair. That means the Discord where you can trade, learn how to trade, learn a bunch of different skills as well. Not only that, you guys can, get a Bitcoin merchandise as well. So what I'm going to do is go over the Bitcoin price, of course. Scan this QR code, hit that like, share, subscribe. If you're watching on X, make sure you head over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button for your boy. Or if you're just watching on YouTube or Twitter or X, you just hit that like and retweet for me as well, so we can get some people to make some extra bread. Because again, yesterday's live video, I told you guys these targets and we hit these targets. So if you listened, you would have made some bread. Shout out to you guys that listened. And if you didn't, it's A-okay, because I'm going to go over everything right now. And with that being said, happy Friday. So let's jump right into the Bitcoin price. All right, cool. As you guys can see here, these are the targets that I laid out yesterday. I also shared this video earlier on my Twitter page. So the video, I took a clip of the video that I, mentioned all this stuff yesterday. If you're watching on IG, head over to twitter.com or at our YouTube, and that's going to be at ChrisNet407 on Twitter, and then at Bitcoin Chris on YouTube, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, guys. So yesterday I said, hey, put your stop loss right under the 200-day moving average on the hourly chart, and boom, I said that was, as you guys can see, I said, hey, we're going to take this trade here at 38,600 range level, which is 37,600, 37,700 area right here. And then I said first target is what? Where we would have been hitting resistance, 38,400, 38,500. So what did we hit? 38,400 exactly. We actually shot up past that, came down, retested, and then we came right back up. We hit 39,000 right on the dot for the second price target hit. So shout out to everybody. Congratulations if you guys did hit that. And then now the third price target, we're looking at 40,000, and looks like we are about to hit that. So we're looking at the hourly chart. I was on the 30-minute earlier, so let me go back down to 30-minute. 30-minute looking good. Look at the money flow green. We got the green dot here at 10 o'clock this morning. And if you would have had Market Cipher, which I tell you guys about, link is in the description. You see that green dot, you see money flows green, you see momentum headed up, and you can see VWAP headed up. That's all indicating that we're going to head up. And what do? Popped right on up. So shout out to everybody that listened, because that was given to you guys yesterday for you guys to make some extra money. I know I made some money. I hope you guys made some money. So congratulations if you did. So now we're going to look at the next price target, which again is 40,000. So what can happen once we hit 40,000? I think we'll probably pull back down to about 30, around this range. Let me actually let me get the volume nodes popping over here real quick. All right, cool. So if we do hit 40,000, it wouldn't surprise me if we did come back down and retest this area of 38.2 to 38.5 and then go higher, or we can just go to 40K, consolidate, and then higher. The next target for me is 42,000. 42,000 is pretty much my next target. So once we hit 40, if we don't correct and come back down, then I think we're going to hit 42,000. Let me put a alert at 42,000. And then what I would do for a trade, let me let you guys know what I would do for a trade, right? So boom, based on the this here. All right, so I already got the screenshot, so I'm gonna take these off. All right, those targets are hit. Cool. So let me move this over. All right, so next trade I would do is probably come down and. All right, so let me do this. So I would say if you're going to open up a new trade, wait till a pullback, right? We could come back down here and then go higher, or we could just blast off here. So it looks like we're going to just take off here, but if you want to take so I'll do a safe trade and I'll do a risky trade, right? So the safe trade is going to be waiting for a pullback, right? And then you would wait. You would wait for a pullback, and then you would take this up to 42,000. So down, activate up to 42,000. All right, so that would be the safe trade, right? And if you want to be a degen like me, right, and just say YOLO, I would probably do a let me zoom in a little bit. So I would do probably a market order, but I'm gonna just do the bottom of this candle. All right, so I would open it up here. Bottom of that candle. So for this, it's under this wick. For the stop loss, for the safer trade, this one I would do under this wick. It's a risky trade, but you know you don't have much that you're gonna lose. So we would do this. All right, cool. Risky trade, boys. All right, so if you want to take that risky trade, you would take it from. We'll take it from 38,762. Stop loss 38,688. Take profit 42,000. That would be risking, if you have a Bitcoin, that is one whole Bitcoin, risking $73 to make $3,286. 10x leverage. That's going to be $30,286. Crazy, right? 20x leverage, 60,000. All right, so the more safer trade, you'll be risking, let's see, $278 to make $3,542. A little bit safer, but you know, same kind of target there, same type of profit margin there. It's a little bit safer. So 10x leverage, $30,542. 20x leverage, 60, almost 70,000 right there for that. So that's crazy. If you want to take that trade, take that trade. Be careful, and if you lose a little bit of money, I mean, you're going to lose trades. You're not going to not lose trades. So looking like it is pulling back at the moment. So if you get stopped out, you get stopped out. It is what it is. All right, so we're going to look at the 4 hour real quick. 4 hours showing that we are strongly headed up. Blue dot was 7 o'clock last night. You see this curve, you see this change right here in the market cipher. Market cipher so dope. So this change right here on market cipher, let me put that line here. All right, so money flow went from red to green, head up. You see VWAP headed up. Momentum, which is this white and purple wave, headed up. We have RSI, stochastic RSI, was heading up as well. So as you can see here, you could have just entered here and then you still would have made some money. If you would have entered at 11 o'clock last night when this went green on market cipher, you would have made some money. So that's the whole point, guys. You just got to, you know, react, right? Don't try to predict what's going to happen. React to what's happening, right? Because you could have came in. Even if you got the green dot here, so you could have came in earlier. at 7 o'clock, when you saw the green dot, confirmation when we went to green. VWAP headed up, RSI, stochastic RSI, everything's headed up, right? So you could have got in here, boop, and you would have made some money. So looking pretty good at this moment in time. Now 4 hour looks really good, so we're gonna head over to 6 hour. We got that green dot on the 6 hour at 7 o'clock yesterday as well. Let's look at the 8 hour. 7 o'clock, green dot as well on the 8 hour. 12 hour, green dot, 7 o'clock. So you see all these are showing the same kind of indications, which is good. And then let's hit the daily. You know, just gotta keep it simple, guys. Sometimes trading can be a little bit, you know, confusing and hard for people that don't know what's going on or don't understand what's going on. But like I said, you just gotta keep it simple. As you can see here, green dot on Wednesday, which I mentioned that there was a green dot when this came up, and look at that. We've been pumping ever since. Headed up. RSI, stochastic RSI headed up. So everything looks good. Everything looks real good. And this kind of looks like a flaggy. I don't know. It seems like we're pretty bullish on this Friday. Like I said yesterday, I think it would make sense for us to pump today. And what happened? We pumped today. We've actually been pumping for the last since 8 o'clock yesterday. I think I made the video around this time yesterday, maybe 2 o'clock. But yeah, looks like we're good. And okay, let's jump into some tweets real quick. I hope you guys are doing A-okay. Shout out to everybody tuned in. You know, if you guys want to make some money, you know, be careful if you're trading, don't over leverage. Make sure you guys go check out Market Cypher. Link is in the description. Because again, that's how I was able to, you know, that's how I'm able to, you know, make these calls and make these trades and make some money, right? Because of Market Cypher helping me to determine where and what I should do and how I should be trading. So, all right. So as we can see here, probably nothing. Almost 23,000 or 22.3 thousand Bitcoin taken off exchanges in the last 30 days. Why is this significant? This is significant because less liquidity, more pump. Simple supply and demand, guys. So this is probably nothing. Being sarcastic, this is actually something. And in the last day, you got 1,700 Bitcoin taken off exchanges. In the last 7 days, 16,000, almost 17,000 Bitcoin taken off exchanges. Who's buying all this Bitcoin, guys? You think it's just by chance that these Bitcoin keep getting taken off? You think it's just by chance, right? No. ETF coming. Everybody's trying to buy. Everybody's trying to front run. And, you know, most of us have been front running these corporations. So congratulations. I want to also touch on, shout out to me, right? I want to touch on why you should not, if you're going to be buying your ETF, and you know, a lot of people are, and buying the ETF, that's cool. It's great for the market price, spot price of Bitcoin. However, you want to make sure you custody your entire Bitcoin if you can, because that is the whole reason why, you know, Bitcoin is here. But, you know, there's going to always be that population, that percentage of the population that doesn't want to take responsibility for their money, or, you know, they have to have these type of entities because they have so much money that they have to have these type of entities that can custody and, you know, help them out with these type of transactions, right? So shout out to the ETF coming, should be coming soon. Maybe in January. I'm thinking maybe they approve it here in December before January, but, you know, that's my thoughts. I could be 100% wrong on that. Ted Powell said premature to speculate on when policy may ease. In my opinion, all lies, because, you know, they have to talk tough on TV, but, you know, behind the scenes, they're going to be printing more money. They're going to probably lower the rates sooner than later because of, you know, what's been going on. It's the fastest they've ever raised rates in history, and that has an effect on the markets. So, they got to do what they got to do at the end of the day and print money, and it is what it is. Now, let's see. I posted a meme about this. This is a great video. Make sure you guys go check this out. People say that they don't trust the Bible because it's written by people, because it's written by man, but they trust a scientist, which is a man that wrote about, lots of different things. And this video is a great explanation of that, because, all these so-called smart people in the past said that, one way of thinking was the right way. And then, comes to find out that they were wrong, right? The science was wrong. Galileo was wrong. All these people were wrong, right? So sometimes, right? Because Aristotle said one thing, Galileo said one thing, and, all these other people also say other things, and science sometimes is not correct. So I thought it was funny that this meme, I posted a meme about it, and then this video is a great explanation about that as well. Matter of fact, let me retweet that. Super funny. All right, Grayscale is preparing for its Bitcoin ETF launch with the hiring of Investco ETF executive as a managing director to head the distribution and strategic partnership. So shout out to Grayscale. So I think it's going to be a ton of, Grayscale. We got ARK Investments, we got BlackRock, of course, we got what's that other company? And nobody keeps talking about. It's like the second largest one. It's what a lot of people have their 401ks in. I forgot the name of it, but it's another large company, the second largest company. Vanguard, there it is. Vanguard, they're also setting up for their ETF, and just countless other, companies, because they get ready to buy these Bitcoins. Because they know what's going on, guys. They finally get permission, and they're able to do so. So, Moon-cember, we're in December. Moon-cember, are you ready? Not December, Moon-cember. We're about to pamp. Let's see, we went over all that. I didn't tweet too much today because I've been running around and whatnot. So those are all the tweets for the day. We did get a bunch of news about what was that? All right, so shout out to British Hodl. The risk on rally is just beginning. While everyone thinks Bitcoin has done well, it hasn't even moved yet. Bonds are rallying first as capital moves in. And then will be equities. Finally, will be the explosive push for Bitcoin end of year, quarter one, 2024. There is always capital flow. I did a video on this a while back. Bonds must rally first based on the current structure of the financial system. All right, so if you don't know how bonds work, if you don't know anything about that, make sure you go follow British Hodl. All right, let's see if we see any dope tweets while we're here. These bears are hilarious, right? This guy's been calling for 32 BTC forever. Let the bears have their shorts, right? They can have their shorts, but long term, Bitcoin's going to pump. So it doesn't matter if you short Bitcoin, right? Because eventually Bitcoin will go right back up. So I did see some other news. Let me go to the Bitcoin magazine. All right, just in, SEC publishers Franklin Templeton and hashtag spot Bitcoin ETF application delays to the Federal Register. Window for potential ETF approval is now January 5th to the 10th. So you guys have about a month to snag as much Bitcoin as you probably have more than a month, right? You just try to get as much Bitcoin that you can before they approve this ETF. Because again, once they do, and it's going to take a while for it, for them to, for that to actually have an effect on the markets, right? So you have until about February, March to stack as much Bitcoin as you can, because then comes the halving, right? And then, based on previous cycles, this stuff has never happened before, so we might not even get, we might even get a push higher, which I think we will. I think we'll have an all-time high, and so does Samson Mao, and so does Adam Back, right? They think we'll have an all-time high before the halving, and I agree with that. Especially since anybody with a right mind, right? You want to front run BlackRock and Vanguard. You want to front run, you know, all these, all the old money, right? All the corporations, right? You want to front run them because this is the money for the people, right? But it's money for everybody, including these entities, right? So you want to front run them and get as much Bitcoin as you can, so that way you can ride that wave up and make lots of money and take care of what you need to take care of, and just be in a better position, years from now. So again, please take heed to the information, guys. Stack as much Bitcoin as you can. Let's see, anything else that I saw I want to talk about? Nope, I think we pretty much went over everything. All right, we're gonna go to DCA BTC.com real quick. Let's see exactly what we had if we would have started. Let's say we started in 2020, which was 3 years ago, right? Yep. Well, it's almost 4 years now. Let's do 4 years. All right, cool. So if you started out with $100, right now it might not look like much, but because of we had Terra Luna, we had FTX, we had all these contagions and all these people and bad actors, right, that dragged down and over leveraged and rehypothecated Bitcoin, right? We had the crazy $69,000 level, and then we dumped to about 16,000. So we went. So if you would adjust dollar cost average, right? Because even though most people would have probably FOMOed in at 40, 50, 60,000, and then probably sold at 15,000 or 20,000, right? And instead of you doing that, if you would have just DCA'd, you're actually in the profit, right? You would have taken 20,000, you would have made 22%, and then again, one Bitcoin, and we're at about 30, we're at 38,000, 40,000. So you know, this is almost 40% when Bitcoin gets back up to those levels. So 40% of 20,000. 16,000 plus 20,000. All right, so you pretty much would have doubled your supply. You're probably up 10,000 off the 20,000. So I mean, guys, you just gotta stack away, guys, because this is better than any savings account, right? Any savings account. This is better than any CD account. And I mean, I learned about what you guys should also learn about too is life insurance policies that you can borrow against that's tax free, and it continues to grow, and that way you can use the same money twice. And even if you mess up, you don't lose out on the money because it just comes out of the death benefit when you pass away. So it's really a win-win situation. Definitely check that out and learn about life insurance that you can borrow from, and that way you can play the game how it's supposed to be played, guys. Play the game how it's supposed to be played. All right, so quickly go through this because every Friday we like to, be consumers, right? And we like to buy stupid stuff every week, every paycheck, right? And yesterday I went over how you guys can. I don't think I did it on this live for you guys YouTube, but I did it on IG, and I went over pretty much how And I've actually made a video on this on YouTube. I did a whiteboard on how most people, the average. I did the video with the average of about $60,000 a year minus taxes, and how much you would have to save or how much money you would need to make an investment. Maybe to save up 10 grand or 20 grand, right? And just after you paying all your bills, it's gonna take you a pretty long time, right? So I did a video on that on my YouTube channel, did a whiteboard on that, broke it down, shows you how long it's gonna take for you to do that versus fixing your credit and getting money from the banks and then investing. But instead of you guys doing that, right? Instead of you guys taking your time and taking so much time to save money, which you should be saving, right? But you should save in Bitcoin because it's going to go up in value. But instead of you guys saving money and taking a longer route, right? You got to work smarter. So instead of us buying stupid stuff, right? We're going to go through Bitcoin or beep.com here, and then we're going to see if you would have bought Bitcoin instead of stupid stuff, how much money you had. So instead of buying a PS4, you would have been able to buy 1.08 Bitcoin. Back in 2013, it was $400. You'd have $41,000 with your $400 investment in Bitcoin if you just would have bought it instead of that PS4. All right, take a screenshot of that. And that's crazy. If you would have bought Bitcoin instead of the power balance bracelet, you'll have $684 instead of your 15 bucks turned to $684. That's crazy. Wow. 2012, if you would have bought Bitcoin instead of the 4-Hour Chef book, your $11 would have turned into $34,000. This is the power of Bitcoin, guys. So again, you guys can try to degen and trade and buy the poop coins, right? And make your money that way. But once you make your money, be disciplined enough to sell. And I hope you guys buy Bitcoin because none of your coins are going to be the next Bitcoin, guys. There is no next Bitcoin, right? The next Bitcoin is Bitcoin. The next Bitcoin is Satoshi's, which is Bitcoin. So you can try to get scammed and duped and marketed to about your new shiny token. That's probably a scam, or that's probably which 99% of the altcoins are centralized, right? So there's somebody that made it, right? And they probably hold most of the tokens, and they release it to you guys, and then when you buy, they dump on you guys, and then that's what makes the price for that. So just know that that's going to happen most likely, right? So if you're going to do that, you're a grown adult, be careful, and I hope you take some of that money if you're going to be a degen and buy some Bitcoin and save yourself, right? So thank God it's Friday. And 40,000 Bitcoin. I think we're gonna hit that today by the end of the day. No later than we may even hit that bad boy by like 6 o'clock. I think maybe 6 or 7 o'clock. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe we can hit it. Maybe we can't. We'll see. But I like to pump that hopium for you guys. All right. So 40K on the way to 100,000. On the way to 1 million. Okay. So let's jump back into Bitcoin or stupid stuff. All right, so I have an Xbox One. I don't think I bought the Xbox One. I don't even know how I got the Xbox One. I think I got it from a homie. I didn't buy it. I got an Xbox One. It's not even mine. I gave it to my son. So it is what it is. So look at this, guys. If you would have bought an Xbox, instead of buying Xbox One, it's $500 back in 2013. You'll have $25,000 versus, that Xbox One. And if you ask me right now, thank God I didn't buy the Xbox. I don't think I knew about Bitcoin in 2013. I knew about it in 2016. So I was a little late. Better late than never, right? So as you can see here, $25,000. I'd rather have that 25 racks than that Xbox One sitting in the room right now collecting dust. Because my son, he plays on the computer, and sometimes he does play on the Xbox, but majority of the time he's on the computer. So point in case taken. If you want the $400 Xbox or you guys want that 25 racks, I think you guys would prefer that 25 racks. But you have to have discipline, guys. This is showing you that you have to delay your gratification. You have to sacrifice. You have to, we always want everything like this, right? And that's a part of the reason why you get scammed, right? Is because you guys think that and it's possible, but it's not likely. It's probable. It's possible, but it's not probable. If that makes any sense, right? Because you guys get DMs from fake pages of me, right, asking if I can trade for you or how your trade is going. Like, I'm not gonna DM you guys asking you how your trade is going. But they'll have somebody, if not me, anybody, right? They'll DM you and say, "Hey, I can turn your 10,000 or 5,000 into 50,000 or 100,000 in a week." I'm like, come on, guys, you can't be that gullible. But they feed on. They know a lot of people like are trying to make money fast, and they know that you guys it sounds good. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So just make sure you don't do that. Make sure you don't give your money to random people, and don't send your Bitcoin to anybody. Once you send your Bitcoin to anybody, you're not getting it back. Okay? Please be careful. Just know that if you send your Bitcoin to anybody, you're not getting it back. I don't care what they say. And if you have Bitcoin on exchanges, withdraw it from the exchanges because that's going to make everything so much better in the future because they're not going to be able to. First of all, you won't, if any of the exchanges go down, you won't lose your Bitcoin. So that's first and foremost. Second of all, the liquidity dries up on the exchanges and it shows that more people are being responsible and taking self custody, which you're supposed to do with your Bitcoin in the first place, right? You're supposed to be your own bank. Can't leave it on the exchange. You can leave it on the exchange, but third party risk if they want to lend it out, or if they want to do rehypothecation, or if they get shut down, then your money's gone. Money gone. But if you got your Bitcoin, they can't take your money, guys. All right, I digress. Let's see. 2015, Coachella. So in April, almost April 20th, 2015, instead of you buying Coachella tickets at $375, you have $64,000. You have 1.68 Bitcoin. All right, so I think we get the point. I digress. I love to come here sometimes and just show you guys how much stupid stuff that we bought over time. If we would have just invested it, it would be a lot more money. So you just got to be patient. All right, so I think this trade activated. I think that's going to be it for today's show. Did this trade activate? No, it didn't. Trade didn't activate yet. Okay, so if this keeps I'll probably just do a market order, guys. So if you want to take a trade, do a market order. Don't wait for it to come down. Do a market order, but do have your stop loss underneath the last wick. All right, so stop loss 38,707, and then take a market buy now, and then set target 42,000. Hopefully you can make some money. If not, hey, it's all good. Give you guys some free alpha. So that's going to be it for today's video. It's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Bitcoin Chris checking out. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Have a great Friday. Happy Friday. And, stack some Bitcoin and chill. I got plenty of services down in the description in the YouTube channel. So if you guys need to get your credit fixed, please take advantage of the information because I'm giving you guys the free do-it-yourself ebook if you want to do it yourself. Link down in the description for the month of December. Do it yourself if you want to. If you don't want to do it, then hire us to do it. We can help you out and help you fix your credit. That way you don't have to do it. You can spend your time doing what you want to do. We spend our time. My team and staff will take their time and fix your credit for you. And you just gotta, add the positive items while we remove the negative items. Discord, if you guys are interested in Discord, link down in the description. Bitcoin Dad Fiat Dad, once again, make sure you guys head over to bitcoindadfiatdad.com, pre-order my new book, or scan this QR code right here. So make sure you guys do that. SwanBitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris, get 10 bucks free Bitcoin. That way you guys can start to stack, get your DCA. Shout out to Swan. And shout out to everybody on the same orange message, trying to get this, trying to get everybody on board, right, and try to get out of the system, get out of the rat race, because they're pretty much scamming everybody with the money printing, and they're stealing from us through inflation, slowly but surely. We're like frogs in a pot when they turn up the heat slowly, right? You don't realize how hot it is until it's too late. So you don't want to be stuck in the situation, right? And you want to front run BlackRock, you want to front run Vanguard, you want to front run ARK, you want to front run as much as you can, because that way your parents can chill, right? You can help your parents out. Your kids can chill because you'll be a genius, right? Because you bought Bitcoin when nobody else was talking about it, and now you guys will have, you'll reap the benefits of being a trailblazer, right, and a front runner. So shout out to you guys. So smart. You guys are so smart in the space. Shout out to all the Bitcoiners. Shout out to Max and Stacy. Shout out to everybody in the space. So this is Bitcoin Chris checking out. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, please. I need to get these subscribers up. Follow me on Twitter at Chris Knight 407 and follow me on IG at Chris Knight 407. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Much love, you guys. Leave your comments down below. If you agree, disagree. If not, it is what it is. Peace. Much love.